The Dreadnought era produced some of the biggest and heaviest battleships ever built, reshaping naval warfare with massive guns and thick armor. This list focuses only on the 10 largest and heaviest dreadnought and super-dreadnought battleship classes ever completed, excluding fast battleships, because they belong to a later generation with very different design priorities. Dreadnoughts were slower, heavily armored warships built purely around big gun firepower, while fast battleships traced some armor for far greater speed, making them fundamentally different from the giants highlighted here. Number 10. The Pennsylvania class. Commissioned in 1916, this class were major American dreadnoughts optimized for firepower. Their displacement of 32,429 tons made them some of the heaviest U.S. naval vessels of their era. With an overall length of 185.3 meters, they had a broad, stable hull suited for gunnery accuracy. Their turbines produced enough power for speeds of 21.4 knots. Armored protection included a 343mm belt, making them exceptionally well protected among early dreadnoughts. They carried 12 14-inch guns arranged in super-firing turrets that contributed significantly to their heavy mass. Extensive underwater protection systems and reinforced bulkheads added more weight. Constant upgrades, including improved anti-aircraft guns and fire control, further increased displacement. The 9th heaviest dreadnought battleships of World War II is the Colorado class, commissioned in 1921. This class were the final U.S. super-dreadnoughts armed with 16-inch guns before treaty limitations took effect. They displaced around 33,100 tons, placing them among the heaviest American capital ships before World War II. Their 190.27-meter length supported a compact but heavily armored layout. Powered for 21 knots, they were designed for line engagements rather than speed. Their armor belt reached 343mm, giving them excellent protection against heavy shells. Their main battery of 8 16-inch guns delivered massive firepower and contributed heavily to displacement. Strong torpedo defenses and reinforced decks added more structural weight. At number 8, the Revenge class. The Royal Navy's Revenge-class battleships first commissioned in 1916. They were sturdy and practical dreadnoughts built for heavy gun duels. Their displacement of 33,350 tons put them among the heaviest British ships of World War I that still served into World War II. With a length of 189.2 meters, they offered a compact and heavily armored design. Their turbines enabled speeds of about 21 knots. Belt armor reached 330mm, making them some of the best protected British dreadnoughts. They carried 8 15-inch guns, a highly effective and accurate weapon system. Their heavy mass came from thick armor plates, strong torpedo bulkheads, and a rugged hull structure. Numerous upgrades, including AA guns and radar, increased their weight further. During World War II, they remained reliable and durable units despite their age. Number 7. The Queen Elizabeth class. Commissioned from 1914 onwards, the Queen Elizabeth-class battleships introduced the fast battleship concept to the world. Their displacement of 33,790 tons reflected the combination of speed, armor, and firepower they carried. These ships were 196.2 meters long. Their powerful propulsion system pushed them to 24 knots, making them the fastest dreadnoughts of their generation. Armor thickness reached 330mm, offering excellent protection for long-range gunnery duels. Their main battery of 8 15-inch guns remained effective well into World War II. The heavy displacement came from the combination of large turrets, thick armor, and oil-fired machinery. By World War II, they were still among the most respected battleships afloat. The 6th heaviest dreadnought battleships of World War II is the New York class, first commissioned in 1914 as one of the most heavily armed battleships of their generation. Their armor protection was substantial for the era, featuring a 305mm belt and reinforced internal bulkheads, designed to resist heavy gunfire. After modernization, both ships received new fire control systems, improved deck armor, extra anti-aircraft guns, installed for World War II, and anti-torpedo bulges. These additions increased their full load displacement to roughly 35,000 tons, far higher than their original design. Despite the increase in mass, their top speed remained about 21 knots. Their main armament consisted of 10 14-inch 45 caliber guns and 5 twin turrets, giving them powerful long-range striking capability for both World War I and World War II service. Number 5. The New Mexico class. Commissioned in 1917, the New Mexico class battleships were among America's most advanced dreadnoughts entering the interwar years. Their displacement of about 36,000 tons after upgrades made them some of the heaviest U.S. battleships in World War II. At 190 meters long, they had a balanced hull design suited for both protection and stability. Their engines pushed them to around 21 knots, matching other American battle line ships. Primary armor reached 343 mm, giving them strong resistance against heavy caliber shells. Their 12 14-inch guns provided potent broadside firepower. Heavy displacement resulted from reinforced decks, torpedo protection, and thick armor plating added during refits. Their modernization included radar, improved anti-aircraft weaponry, and better fire control. Number 4 on the list for the top 10 heaviest dreadnought battleships is the Issei class. First commissioned in 1917, this class served Japan as a heavily modernized pair of hybrid pre-World War I dreadnoughts. Their original displacement of 31,762 tons grew to 37,100 to 38,000 tons after major 1930s reconstruction. Measuring 208.18 meters, they were among the longest battleships Japan fielded before the Yamato era. Their rebuilt machinery allowed them to reach speeds of 25 knots, improving on their original design. Armor protection reached 305 mm, giving them strong resistance against heavy shells. Their main battery of 12 14-inch guns remained powerful. Much of their weight came from extensive armor upgrades, a rebuilt pagoda superstructure, and thick torpedo defenses. The shift to a hybrid carrier battleship in 1943 added even more structural mass. Number 3. The Nagato class battleships. The Nagato class battleships, first commissioned in 1920, were Japan's first capital ships armed with 16-inch guns. They displaced 39,116 tons, making them the heaviest dreadnought-type battleships Japan had before Yamato. Their long 215.8-meter hull gave them impressive presence and stability. With speeds of 26.5 knots, they were among the fastest battleships of their era. Belt armor reaching 305 mm, offering substantial protection in long-range engagements. Their 8 16-inch guns delivered firepower unmatched by most contemporaries. Their heavy displacement came from massive gun turrets, thick armor, and high-output machinery. By World War II, they served as Japan's prestigious fleet flagships before the rise of super battleships. Number 2. The Fuso class battleships. The Fuso class battleships, commissioned in 1915, were Japanese dreadnoughts that evolved significantly by World War II. Their maximum displacement of 39,782 tons increased due to extensive modernizations that added weight and complexity. Measuring 202.7 meters, they were among the longest early dreadnoughts ever built. Their modernized propulsion allowed them to reach speeds of 24 knots. The ships carried up to 305 mm of belt armor, giving them solid protection against contemporary shells. Their main battery of 12-inch guns made them extremely heavily armed for their commissioning era. Much of their bulk came from the huge triple turret arrangements and the towering pagoda superstructure added in later years. The addition of aircraft catapults, secondary guns, and AA weapons further increased their weight. And now the biggest and heaviest dreadnought battleships class is the Tennessee class, commissioned in 1920, the Tennessee-class battleships represented a major American leap in armored protection. Their original displacement of 33,723 tons expanded to about 41,600 tons after extensive World War II reconstruction, making them among the heaviest true dreadnought-type battleships. At 190.2 meters in length, they had a wide, stable hull ideal for heavy armor and firepower. Their propulsion system provided 21 knots consistent with U.S. battle line speeds. Armor belt thickness reached up to 343 mm, giving them exceptional defensive strength. Their main battery of 12 14-inch guns delivered dense, accurate salvos. The massive increase in displacement came from thickened deck armor, torpedo protection systems, and enlarged superstructures. In World War II, they were some of the most resilient and capable American battleships afloat. We're winding up the video for today, but if you've enjoyed our video, don't forget to hit that notification bell and we'll see you again in our next video. Until then, bye-bye.